Haven's Song. Curizan Warrior, Book 1. By S.E. Smith. Performed by P.J. Ochlan. Prologue. Over a century ago, a great war raged between three of the fiercest species in a galaxy known as Heron Prime. The species were the dragon-shifting Valdier, the cat-shifting Sarafin, and the powerful Curizans, a species whose skills in technology were only surpassed by their ability to use and manipulate the energy surrounding them. The war raged long and fierce for nearly a century, as the skills of each species matched the other. It was only when two young princes and a very young king came together in a surprise alliance that it was discovered forces from within their own worlds were behind the war. These forces were determined to eliminate the ruling houses so they could gain control and rule through deceit and terror. The friendship that developed between Haven Hadara, prince of the Curizan, Vox Droja, king of the Sarafin, and Creon Reykill, prince of the Valdier, became unbreakable as they worked together to bring peace to their people and capture those responsible for the death and destruction on each of their worlds. The traitors, still determined to eliminate the royal families, had kidnapped Zoran Reykill, leader of the Valdier, in the hopes of restarting the war. Zoran, severely injured, escaped in his symbiote warship to an unknown planet in a distant star system. Landing on Earth, he is rescued by a young female. Claiming her as his mate, he returned to his world with her and several other females. On a return visit, other women from Earth were brought back to Valdier. Chapter 1. Curizan Homeworld of Saren Pax. Haven breathed deeply as he ran through the twisting paths. His focus was on reaching his living quarters and the reinforced lower chamber beneath it. He cursed when he felt another blast of heated energy surging up inside his body. I should have returned to my living quarters hours ago, he thought darkly. He stumbled and slowed as he approached the fork in the path. He carefully scanned the huge garden that separated his home from those of his parents and brothers. Dread engulfed him as he realized he would not make it home in time as the surge built until he was breathing heavily from the effort of holding back the dark power inside him. His eyes shifted as he came to a stop at the crossway, and he found himself staring up into the clear night sky, wishing for a miracle. His eyes burned as he felt himself losing control. Why? He demanded in silent agony. Why can't I find a way to harness the deadly power that was unleashed during my captivity? How long will I be forced to suffer before it drives me mad, or I kill those I care about? The stars glittered down at him, as if mocking him for his lack of self-control. His body was humming with pent-up power. He had wanted to get further away from the palace, but had been in meetings all day and had waited too long. Now, he feared he would be unable to control the excessive energy building inside his body, like a volcano that had lain dormant for far too long. Colors swirled around his fisted hands, moving up his arms. He gritted his teeth, fighting against the energy, threatening to scorch him from the inside out. Drawing in a ragged breath, he glanced around the gardens once more to make sure no one was near him. With a loud groan, he sank to his knees and unclenched his fists, spreading his hands palms down toward the ground. A shudder shook his tall, broad form as he closed his eyes. He released the long tentacles of energy that swirled around him before it burst downward into the soft soil. The ground buckled and moaned under the onslaught. A cry ripped from his lips as a powerful surge
Sample complete. Ready to continue?